Anyway, so real excited to be here. In 2000, and my whole focus is marketing mastery. That's what I bring to Glover U. And Justin, it's an honor to be in his stead and in his world. Being that prospecting based is really what you bring to the table to Glover U. And if you watch what Jeff has done, he's assembled some of the greatest empire builders in their own category, and they bring that to you guys. So my honor and my privilege is to bring marketing-based business solutions to the real estate community on a larger platform than just one-to-one experiences that I've been having throughout my career since I started in 2004. So we'll get started here. In 2022, something very important happened online. Something's in the process of happening right now, and I don't know if you've caught this. Google has always been number one. Alphabet owns Google, and Google has dominated the number one website in the world for years and years and years, probably since 25 years ago when Yahoo had a foothold, right? There was AOL, Yahoo, CompuServe. Actually, I used to work at CompuServe. That's how old I am. So just like Justin, everyone says, gosh, Greg, you don't look a day over 25. That's not true. So what we've noticed, though, over the last few years, if you haven't been paying attention, is YouTube. So Google has 47 billion views and visits to their website. They're number one. Number two is YouTube. YouTube has 46 billion. They're only 1 billion visitors behind Google, which Google doesn't care. Google is Alphabet. Alphabet owns YouTube. They also, side note, own Fitbit, Nest, and Waze. But what we want to understand is YouTube has the trajectory. It has the momentum. Why? Why is YouTube becoming the number one leader of World Wide Web traffic? I'm so old, I actually know what www stands for. One reason and one reason only is why this is happening, because humans want video. From the dawn of motion picture, people have always loved entertainment, educational, and motivational power of video. That's what they love. Let me repeat that. People love video and motion picture for the concepts of entertainment, education, and motivation. Those are the three things that when we go to the movies, when we're turning on the news, when we're flipping through the channels, that's what we're looking for. And when we think about it, we've been trained by this, right? We've been trained by video. As a child of the 80s, again, I'm going to throw out my age. That's an age flex. And as a child of the 80s, all we were doing, the TV was fantastic. That's what we grew up on. And then our parents grew up reading books, right? So now we're into TV. And then we get to the internet, and all we ever wanted as the internet was birthing was more video, more pictures in a row to make it simpler and make it easier for us. This seems very basic, but I want to start with the foundation of the importance of video. So today we're going to dive into the marketing-based business strategies using the number one focus of all businesses today online, and that's video. So number one, what is a marketing-based business strategy? There are three types, and I want you to write this down there in your workbooks. There are three types of successful business strategies that real estate agents are using today. I do have the privilege of networking with a lot of the big agents from across the country. I hope a lot of you are on here supporting me. Love you. Thank you for doing that. And I get a chance to meet with these guys and these folks and try to figure out where their success is coming from. And one thing I can bring to you guys is there are three methods. Number one is a prospecting-based business. Justin obviously is dominating the prospecting-based business. And what that is you're calling, you've got your calls, you're outbound dialing, you're creating databases where you're hammering those databases on a daily basis with consistent effort, giving you consistent results. Number two is a personality-based business. And these are for the folks that are out there that everybody loves you. You go to an open house and you walk out not just with new clients, but new friends. And your opportunity and the opportunity of these top agents with a personality-based business is to get themselves out there more often. They need to be with BNI groups or business networking groups. They need to be online, meeting people, shaking hands, kissing babies. These guys could run for mayor and win. That's what a personality-based business is. Number three is a marketing-based business. And this is actually what the Easy Referral Network, with my experience with this, with the volume and the results have come from essentially a marketing-based business. Obviously, all realtors have the ability to touch every one of these, the perfect triad, have all three of these. But in general, when you look at your own business right now, think to yourself, what am I? Where did the last 5 deals that I closed, where did they come from? Was it because it's a friend of a friend and they just love me and they referred me? Was it because I was on the phone and I was able to turn a couple for sale by owners into clients? Or was it because somebody DM'd me through a video or through a marketing piece that I might have put out there? So marketing-based business, and that's what we're gonna talk about today. Marketing-based business is where you create both physical and virtual online directionals to your business storefront. If people can't find you, they are not going to buy from you. So you could have a physical, which would be like a billboard, which would be your postcards to the neighborhoods. This is marketing. This is a marketing-based strategy. It's like having a store. And if, for example, if Home Depot did not have their lettering on the front of the building, it was just a white box. They had absolutely no color, no orange, no nothing. It was just a white building off to the side. That you wouldn't know to go to that storefront and purchase your lumber or purchase a hammer or anything like that. You wouldn't know that. As a realtor, how do people know you're a realtor? If I look at your social media right now, will I be able to tell that you're a top realtor, a successful realtor? Will I be able to understand what your unique value proposition is? What does your storefront look like? And how am I even going to find it? That's marketing. Well, what is a marketing strategy? A strategy needs 3 things. A strategy needs a diagnosis of the challenge for your marketing, for your company. So I just described one problem that you might have, which is brand awareness. So that is the diagnosis of a challenge. Your challenge is nobody knows you're a realtor yet, or nobody knows you do luxury. They only think you do consumer line homes. Under $1 million, right? They don't know that you also do luxury. So there's a challenge, a guiding policy for dealing with that challenge. So your business, remember, you guys are all business owners. You're not just per se realtors. You are the marketing department of your small company. Your small company is that you're a realtor. A realtor is an independent contractor inside a brokerage. I think a lot of people get confused that their brokerage will take care of that. That's not the case. You're the independent contractor. It's your small business, and you've hired the brokerage to provide you the resources you need to run your small business. Part of what you do in a small business is have a marketing department. And in that marketing department, you should have a strategy. So again, it's a diagnosis of the challenge, a guiding policy for dealing with that challenge, and a set of actions to accomplish that policy. A strategy is not the strategy when you're trying to solve this problem and in your policy. It's more about what you don't do than what you do. So for example, you want to be in luxury, you probably shouldn't do a video home tour of a $100,000 house. It's probably not in your brand development. It's probably not a part of your marketing strategy. You probably should be dressing. You should probably assimilate with what is considered luxury in a luxury brand. A lot of that we go over in the marketing mastery course. Today we're just touching on some basic concepts so that you can understand. And I've got something to go deeper into here in a little bit. But let's start with the marketing plan. A marketing plan is a report that outlines your marketing strategy for the coming year, quarter, or month. Typically, a marketing plan includes the following. So a marketing plan that you guys should all have is number 1, an overview of your business's marketing and advertising goals. What is the goal of your marketing and advertising? A lot of people in the past, like when farmers used to plant seed, they would do what they call broadcasting. That's why we call them broadcast networks, right? The tower goes up and it shoots out radio signals everywhere. That's where the word broadcast came from, where it came from farmers taking a handful of seed and throwing it out into the field. That's a broadcast. What we realized as humans is you get a higher yield if you roll them in straight lines. If you actually have a goal or a plan, and the yield of the crops would be much greater. That's what a marketing plan will help you do. So it's an overview of your business's marketing and advertising goals, a description of your business's current marketing position. You should know what your current marketing position is. Be honest with yourself, right? If it's very, very weak, that's fine. On a scale of 1 to 10, where are you positioned? Who are you targeting? Where is most of your success coming from? Is it coming from the local firemen in the firehouse? Is it coming from a certain condo community, a certain neighborhood? Where is your current marketing position, and where are you seen as the top agent in the city? Are you seen as the historical home provider? Are you seen as the golf course girl? Are you seen as the boating community guy? Whatever the storyline might be, like, what is your marketing position? Number 3, a timeline of when tasks within your strategy will be complete. In this marketing plan, you should say, for example, we want to reach out, do more videos. So I want a YouTube channel. All right, well, by when? When are you going to have this YouTube channel up and running? Is it within 30 days, 60 days, 90 days? Does it happen in the third quarter after the hot business, market has gone by, or does it happen before the market starts? You should have a timeline of each one of these things. Number 4, key performance indicators, KPIs that you will be tracking. So we have a featured follow within our real estate team. We have websites out there for hyperlocal websites, and we call it a featured follow because we're trying to record our KPIs. How many followers are on our YouTube channel? How many people have assigned that hit the little bell to get alerts? That all falls into the algorithms, and that's how we're going to get more powerful videos out there. More people, if you have people following you but not hitting the alerts, that doesn't help you as much as if they hit both of those. Side note, pro tip. Anyway, you want to know what the KPIs, how many followers do you have? How long are they staying on the videos? You can measure these and say, okay, we have a goal, a specific goal to get more followers within our hyperlocal niche websites. And that's what our feature follow does. We actually make sure that our entire team is not only sharing the hyperlocal websites, but they're also following themselves. And that way our goal is from week to week, month to month, we track that KPI. And then finally, number 5, a description of your business's target market and customer needs. You have to know who your target market is, going back to having a higher yield, and you have to know what the customer needs are in that market. So if they're a condo buyer and your target market are condo consumers, people that want to live in condos, then some of their needs are answering the question to what assessments are coming up. What is an assessment? What is a tax abatement? What amenities are within this condo community? Can I rent out within this condo community? Those are the customer needs, and you want to answer those clients' needs with information, education, and understanding your business target market. So also another great example is the luxury market. Luxury clientele have very, very little time. So the needs of the consumer on a luxury market is you're doing more than you would normally do. You're going to go get change of mail address. You're going to pick them up at the airport. You're going to do lots of things to save them time, because time is more valuable, quite frankly, than money to these folks. They make more per hour in many cases than you could possibly save them in a purchase of a home. It doesn't matter what the house costs or sells for. What matters is that you save them time. Being aware of your customer needs and creating a marketing plan to share how you're going to solve those needs. So in my marketing mastery course, we go over all of that, including how to develop your business unique value proposition, your mission statement, branding. How do you even begin to brand who you are? Are you just relying on the brokerage, or are you creating a brand within the brand so that you can actually be unique in the marketplace?
Greg,
For today,
I have a quick question. Yeah, I have a quick question for you. You know, when we think about marketing, and there's a lot of great things that you're talking about, for those that are watching right now that maybe, are more focused on a prospecting based business, like mine, and haven't transitioned into marketing, how important is it that, because even for myself, because I've been segueing into that as well, how important is it, for agents, in today's market in 2022 and beyond, where this is an absolute must? It's not even an option if we're going to stay alive and really thrive in the industry. Can you touch on that for a moment?
I absolutely can. It's almost like you've read my notes and knew where I was going next. Let me answer that here after one point.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
One piece of validity. The validity comes from Gary Vaynerchuk, who's created literally millions and millions of dollars within product development online. He's an online guru, and he points out that realtors need to become great video content creators, or they will be out of the business in the next few years. Why? Because the consumer has changed in the last few years. The consumer that we're targeting, they have changed. In 2010, consumers asked their neighbors, friends, and relatives about you and your company after you left their home. That's how they decided, hey, I'm going to list with this realtor. In 2015, and this is where I really had a lot of success, to be honest, consumers Googled and researched you after you left their home, right? So I would build up my case at the kitchen table, I would leave, and then they would do their research. And because I had my content out there, I was valid, they hired me. Today, consumers are Googling, researching, Facebooking, et cetera, before they will even agree to meet with you. So in order for you to get a call back, and this is exactly where you're going with the question, in order for you to get a call back from your prospecting outbound calls, and in order to implement your personality, your charm, and charisma, You have to win the research and respect online. Video allows you to do just that. So you make an outbound phone call. You're like, hey, this is Justin Ford. I'm really excited. I know that I can help you sell your home. I see it's been for sale by owner now for a couple of weeks. Did you realize X, Y, and Z? Please give me a call. I'd love to help you out. Da, 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 da. And again, you're the script master. I'm not. So that was probably pretty horrible in your eyes. And I apologize. I'll be definitely in your prospecting mastery course. But when that happens, though, what they're doing, according to the research, and this is validated over and over again, what they do after that phone call is they actually Google you, they look you up online, and what they find determines if they will even honor a call back to you. So if they don't find what they're looking for online, they're not going to engage your phone call to begin with. If you have a great personality and they leave that open house and they're like, really like that person, they go online, they don't find any videos, they don't find what they're looking for about you, and you're not validating yourself and your resume, which is your online presence. That the marketing that you do online is your resume. That's what they're researching and looking for. That's what's going to help them determine to make a decision for themselves if they even want to meet with you.
Yeah, and Greg, thank you for sharing that. And it's funny because I didn't see your notes and I had no clue what you were going to share. So it's funny that we were thinking about that at the same time. But for those of you guys that are watching, because of what Greg just said was so important, think about what we do when we're looking to hire somebody for a service, right? What is the first thing we do? We Google them. And if we don't see what we're looking for, I mean, how many times do you really pull the trigger and hire someone or sign up for a service where they have no credibility online? So Greg, that's awesome.
Awesome. Yeah, thank you. So basically what we want to do is give them what they're looking for. I think a lot of realtors are like, well, I don't do video. Okay, so you don't give the client what they're asking for. We all know that people want video now. It's a fact. They want video. Time and time again, you have to dominate the video world. You have to engage it. You have to embrace it. And again, I'm a marketing person, but within the category of marketing comes video. And that's where I'm going to spend my time here, the rest of my time here with you guys, because the number one thing I hear is, Greg, video, that's great, but where do I start and what video? Okay, great. I got a camera. I'm sitting here. I have no idea what content to talk about. I don't know what video to do. Do I do a home tour? Let me yawn a couple of times because everybody's doing home tours. A home tour is static. It's not alive. You're going, here's the gutter system. That's how we all start out with the drone. There's the gutter system. And then you go in and the door opens and then it just go from room to room. If House Hunters did not have people in it, it would fail because it's the journey. It's the story. You guys have to be, when I say content, you have to create stories. You have to create a journey that you're inviting people along with you. And I will give Seychelle Van Poel that, she's a top realtor in the Texas area. And she threw out one time because I couldn't figure out why people were so excited about this silly thing I did on Instagram. I did some videos and stuff it's called Landlord Greg. So I have a 20-year-old Astro minivan and I go and I plaster and I fix holes in my rental properties. I fix toilets. I show you how to fix a flapper in a toilet, et cetera, et cetera. Why was everybody's so excited about it? And then when I stopped, I started getting a hassle from people like, Greg, why haven't you done Landlord Greg videos or anything like that again? And what was happening is I invited everyone on this journey, but then I stopped the journey and they were disappointed. So it proved to me and it validated to me what she said, which is create journeys that you can invite everyone along with you on that journey. They feel a part of you. More importantly, they feel a part of your brand. They feel a part of your online presence. I have people that are very well connected to me that I barely know, because they follow me online, because I've created a journey that I've invited them along. So a little bit off topic there, but I want to stress the importance of how video allows you to express so much more, so much quicker. And it's a way that is, and the reason online is being dominated by video right now, and the reason that TikTok is fighting with Instagram stories for video, those short clip video stuff right now. Another pro tip: use Instagram Reels. Facebook owns Instagram. Instagram will basically tap you on the head and tap you on the back for using their less desired video service, because TikTok is eating their lunch right now. And so Facebook, of course, doesn't want that. They bought Instagram for a reason. And now Reels within Instagram is important to them. So if it's important to them, you should probably use that. That way they'll award you. And how do they reward you? They reward you by giving you more prominence within your group. Ever wondered why you have 9 or 10 people in the stories that always come up in those little circles right as you get into Instagram. Those people have been doing the things that Instagram wants. You're also communicating and engaging back and forth. There's a lot of reasons their algorithm works one way or the other, but one of the ways is by providing content. When you provide content to them, especially the reels and video, they'll reward you for that. But again, it's about video. The place that everybody is fighting right now is video. And I know I'm hammering that hard, so let's dive into it, because a problem that I want to solve today is what I hear all the time is, Greg, okay, that's great. I know I'm supposed to do video, but I don't know what to film or what to do. Film, how old am I? What to record. I keep dropping some old stuff here and there, and I apologize for that. But what do they want? So Glover U has come up with, and the Marketing Mastery team has come up with 6 content categories. So let's break it down by just the categories first. Okay, there's 6. Number 1, you can answer their questions, an entire category of just answering questions. And I'll break these down here in a little in the next section here. Number 2, solve their problems. People have problems. Real estate consumers of real estate, and investors. Problems such as it's part of an estate. I have 4 brothers and sisters, or dower rights. You know, hey, got divorced 2 years ago. You know, does she have dower? Doesn't she? She said I could have the house, but I don't know. So we're going to sell it. These are problems, the problems of education and training. So I'll get to education, but these are problems. Short sales. I believe that in the future, near future, we're probably going to start seeing some short sales. These ARMs, these adjusted rate mortgages, are going to increase. And when they increase, people aren't going to be able to afford, especially, you know, with inflation, et cetera. Short sales are going to be a problem, and you want to create videos and content that solve those problems. Number 3, entertain them. People want to be entertained. Right now, there's a couple people looking at their second monitor over here and just waiting for me to be entertaining. They're not actually here for the education. They're here for the entertainment. I will try my best. That's where this came from, right? This is my ability or my opportunity to try and make y'all laugh and be entertained a little bit. But keep that in mind. Stop judging me in this moment. Stop being cynical. I'm from Cleveland. We're big cynics here. And think about how you can apply some of this stuff. How are you being entertaining? Don't worry about me. How are you being entertaining on these videos? Number 4, educate them. This is a category of education. Education is different than solving their problems, because when you have a problem, different than answering their questions. So answering their questions is different than educating them, because answering their question, like, you don't go to college and say, I'm coming to college because I have 38,000 questions. I want you to answer them all. You go to college to be educated, meaning I didn't necessarily have the question. You're showing me and you're teaching me things I never even thought about before. It's kind of like what I hope I'm doing right now. So this category is educating them. The first category is answering their questions. And those are the questions you hear most often. Like, what do you think is going to happen with interest rates? How is that going to affect the real estate market? That's a question that you hear. That's a category. Education might be, did you know that Romex is a safer product, of course, than knob and tube? Knob and tube, though, electricians like, because there's less likelihood they'll get electrocuted because they run a hot and a cold. Right now, what I'm doing is education. Nobody asked that question. Did you know horsehair plaster? There's actually horsehair inside the plaster. That's kind of entertaining to understand. It's kind of, if you like fun facts, right? That's entertaining, but it's also educational. But nobody asked me that question, so that's why those categories are different. Somebody had asked me that earlier when I was going over this program with them. Number five is inspire them. You want a category of inspiration. How can you inspire them to achieve financial freedom they never thought possible? How can you inspire them through video, through success stories of home sellers selling for over ask, or for buyers that were able to win in multiple offers, for folks that have, and this goes right into number 6. I'll just jump into number 6, include them. So you're inspiring them. It's inspirational. Number 6 is include them. Now, number 6 is more of a pro tip than anything, but I want videos, and you want a content category where you're actually engaging at the highest level. You're literally bringing your buyers, your inspectors, your loan officers into the video with you, right? Include them. Remember what I said a little bit earlier, and I'm going to hammer this one hard, but House Hunters, it's one of the longest running TV shows in the history of the country, House Hunters. I think it's over 30 some years now, and it just keeps going. If house hunters did not have the buyers selecting between which one are Joe and Sarah going to then it wouldn't have had the same effect. It would not be on the air right now. So what is it? It's the journey of those consumers. It's the folks actually being in the video. So what I'm saying in this category is include the consumer, and that's an entire category of ways in which you can do that. So those are the 6 categories. And from those categories, and this is really where I want to hammer this, because I honestly, in my marketing mastery class, just as I go around the country and teach for Glover U, I always hear, Greg, I still don't know what kind of content to put into these videos. I want a YouTube channel, but what videos do I make? And what videos, like what can I do to make it entertaining, to create journeys? Like, you keep talking about this stuff, but I don't know exactly what that means. So what we've done is Glover U has come up with 10 video content crushers for you to implement immediately to fill up your inbox with hot leads. And how does that correlate? It's a funnel system, right? Remember, the consumer's going online, they're researching. If they find what they like, they're going to connect with you. How do they connect with you? They're going to finally fill out that form, says, DM me for more information. They're going to, fill out their name, phone number, and that lead is going to come into your database. And from that database, you'll put them on a drip campaign and you'll connect with them. And now you're going down the funnel, right? We all know what a funnel is at this point, I assume. Real quick, a funnel is like Amazon. I want to buy a hose. I go to Google, I type in a hose. I want to buy a garden hose. Oh, look, there it is. That my results showed this one. It's at Amazon. In order to actually go to Amazon and save it in a cart, you need to give them a username and password. So I've now given them something. I'm falling down the funnel. If I want to order it, I have to give them my credit card, my home address. Now I've fallen down the funnel. If I want free shipping, Amazon Prime. If I want a better credit, now all of a sudden they're my credit card holder. They're, oh, look, I just bought TV through Amazon. Oh, look, I just brought, that's the funnel. Guys, you guys are a small business and you have to have a funnel system driving business. Now, I don't care if you're an individual agent or if you run a large team, you need to have a funnel that's driving them to your business. So again, let me go through, because I got a question on the chat here. It looks like the 6 categories. Number 1, answer their questions. Number 2, solve their problems. Number 3, entertain them. Number 4, educate them. Number 5, inspire them. And number 6, include them. So I just went through that. There you go. There you go, Harry and SJ. All right, cool. So let's go into the 10 video content crushers for you to fill up your inbox immediately. And I'm telling you, like, our business and our success is not so much outbound, it's more inbound. It's creating things online that do the following that make people want to work with us, right? I use this horrible analogy. Are you guys ready for the worst analogy in the world? If you're single and you walk into a bar, you can be the guy that runs around and attacks every single person there. I promise you, as Justin will, as you will walk out with a phone number. You will get a phone number. You could also, though, walk in, dress yourself up, brush your teeth, comb your hair, right? And now all of a sudden you've made something that people will be attracted to. And that's my horrible analogy of a marketing-based business. So how do we create content that people will be attracted to, that they'll come? And by the way, Justin isn't right. Marketing isn't right. It's all a matter of what works for you. And at Glover U, we can hit each one of these channels, and you're allowed to implement all of them. If you're a personality or prospecting based, throw marketing on top. All of a sudden, if you're a personality based person, that's a one-to-one experience when you go and do an open house. What we want to do through video and through marketing is have a one-to-many experience, right? A one-to-many experience. They'll pick up on your charm and charisma and your energy and your motivation and whatever it is that makes you unique, your wit, your strength, your confidence. There's so many great realtors out there, and we're all different. And the consumer is looking for which one's going to match them, their family, their needs better than the next, right? So let's get into it with the time that I have. I've got number 1, top 10 content crushers. Number 1, answer the most, like, Greg, what do I do? What video do I create? This is the easiest one to do. Answer the most common question you're being asked today. So when you're at your kid's soccer game and one of the other parents asks you, hey, Greg, what's going on with the real estate market and the interest rates? I was watching on the news. It's kind of a mess. Thank you. There's your video. Hey, Greg, is there a new development going in up the street? Because I saw like a truck up there and it looked like they were going to do something. As a matter of fact, there is. And thank you for my next video. Answer their questions with video. I just did one on wholesaling. My sister-in-law called and said, Greg, we just bought this place for 130. Somebody just called, and this was maybe in a 10-year span. Somebody said they'll pay me cash. They actually sent me an offer for $250,000 cash and they'll buy it tomorrow. I said, time out, hold up, right? This is a wholesaling. They're going to assign it to somebody else for $310,000. If they're offering you $250, it's not worth $250. It's probably worth $310. They actually just sold it for $320. That's wholesaling. You and I know that because we're realtors. The consumers don't know that. There's your content, right? But she called with a question. Every time you're asked a question, I want you to write it down and understand that's your next video in most cases. Number two, a bio video. Sellers are going online for this is your interview. This is your resume. This is your opportunity. You don't get to go to they're not going to invite you into their house and then decide if they like you. They're going to go online and decide if they like you. And if you're a 2D photo, or if you're a couple of really cool Canva pieces, but you're not a video really expressing what you want to express, that's your interview. That's your opportunity to even get to the kitchen table. A bio video is not something that you can ignore. It's not something that other realtors do, but I have yet to do it. You have to do a bio video. It is your business card. Would you be a realtor without a business card? You can't be a realtor, in my opinion, and I'm right, without a bio video. Yeah. So give them what they want. That's what they're going on there. They're going to trust and enjoy you as a person. A personality-based business needs this one immediately. If you have a great personality and that's where your business is coming from, this is of utmost importance to you guys. Number three, lifestyle videos. What would life be like living in the city or this home? So a lifestyle video is not a home tour. It's the amenities of the city. It's the distance to the park, the dog park, the local pool, lake life. What does it feel like to live on the lake? I'm from Cleveland. I don't know because we don't use that lake. But if I was to go to Michigan, I would want to know, or Petoskey, like, tell me about Torch Lake. I hear about it. I want to know about it, right? But there's no realtor out there giving me what I want. I want a lifestyle video. I would watch that. I would follow that. Okay. Sorry. I know I've got some Cleveland people in here, and I'm all big into self-deprecation. So I apologize to all I do love Cleveland. As you can see, I got my Jose back here. I got my Browns, I love it so much. We donated Baker to Charlotte. Anyway. All right. So home realtor tours so the lifestyle video is all about the life, the feeling of being in that city. What do you love about the city? Number four, home realtor tours. A home realtor tour. So it's the realtor in the tour. Now, you heard me talk earlier. This is not a home tour. This is not the gutters, like drone shot, enter with drone shot of gutters, system and yard through the house, and then stagnant rooms, of which only the home itself will make this video good. If the home is not wonderful and exciting, no one's watching any of it. Right. You can look at your last home tour you did that you were not in, and just look at the number of scenes and views and watches. I mean, you got to hold things. This is your KPIs. Hold yourself accountable. Hold your videos accountable. Otherwise, why are you doing it? Just to appease the seller? Why not appease the seller, but also gain some traction within your brand development and your brand equity? Why not do something to actually get people excited about your video? So a home realtor tour, what I'm saying is it's a tour with you in the video. And I struggle constantly to get my agents to get in the video on these home tours. Why? Because the consumer, it's like house hunters, right? Like, give me some persona, give me some personality. And by the way, do your job, sell the house. If you had a showing and a buyer wanted to see that house, would you literally give them the code and say, walk through, good luck? Figure it out yourself. You'll tell me what you like. No, the seller has hired you to express the size of these closets, the distance to the school system. Be in the video, be excited, be a salesperson. It's what you've been hired to do. It's why you make so much money. Be in. In the video, this is a pro tip, and it's my favorite pro tip of all time. Add some flair. I call it flair. That's just a Gregism. A Gloverism, we'll call it. It's a flair. This would be, could you imagine, say it's an equestrian estate and you pull up in an ATV, or it's a downtown condo and you roll up on one of those scooters downtown, right? Don't break your arm, but roll up on a scooter. If it's a boating community, be on the boat. You be on the boat. Video the drone. The drone can hit you on the boat. Let's have fun with this. That's flair. Let's see, flip a burger on the grill on the rooftop deck, build a fire in the fireplace, right? It doesn't have to be a fancy house for you to be in the video. And then also have the clients be in the video. Clients love this. Clients, some of them, you got to be careful. You don't want to make them feel obligated or anything. They love to be in the video. Their dog's in the backyard. You as the realtor are throwing a tennis ball to the dog in the fenced in backyard. That's infotainment. It's informational because now I know it's a fenced in backyard and the community allows pets or whatever, but it also shows the lifestyle and the feeling of being there. But more importantly than anything, it's building your brand as a realtor. Well, I want my realtor to do that. Look how involved and how hard he's working because he's in the video. You take yourself out of that video, it's a boring video no one's watching, okay? So that's what I mean by home realtor tours. Number 5, testimonials. People, as Glover U has talked about over and over again, is they're looking for social validity. Okay, social validity when people, and obviously we have the 5-star program within Glover U world, which is a fantastic program that my team implemented, and it's helped tremendously. It's ranking us up in many categories. It's helping with our algorithms, and what that is getting testimonials from your consumers, 5-star reviews, etc., within Facebook, LinkedIn, Yelp, Angie's List, like all of these different ranking, LinkedIn, Facebook, right? But what's more powerful than that, because consumers still think that you, the realtor, are pretending to be Joe Smith that said Greg was so wonderful. They don't believe it as much as a video. A video is almost undeniable. When they see a video testimonial, they understand that this person must be dedicated to Greg as a realtor because they were willing to be videoed and like put this out there. And in many cases, the consumers love it. And oh, by the way, talk about the retentive value of that. That consumer is now your cheerleader and your champion. And by the way, you're going to tag them, and however many friends they have, you just increased your database by that many. If they're on Facebook and they're maxed out, that's 5,000 new people learning how great you are. So testimonials, that's number 5. All right, number 6, listing presentation points. Greg, again, I'm going to go back to the original problem, the question I get all the time. I have no idea what to do a video on. Okay, so number 6 is listing presentation points. You all have a listing presentation. If you don't, get with your manager, your team leader, something, get a listing presentation. Work at Glover U. Actually, what's neat is on Traverse City at our upcoming retreat, both Jeff, #1 realtor in Michigan, Easy Referral Network, #1 realtors in Ohio. We actually give our listing presentation out to everybody. Jeff will go through his entire listing presentation. But again, listing presentation points. Why are we saving the good stuff for the kitchen table? Do we really think that our special like UVP has not already been done 100 times by other realtors? Are we really doing anything that other realtors aren't doing? Right? What we're doing is we're packaging the things we're really good at and saying, this is what I'm good at. This is what I will do and I'm committed to doing if I list your home. Remember, you're not even going to get to the kitchen table if you don't earn that right. So each one of the bullet points, if you have a large team, if you have high communication because you're an individual agent, then talk about that. That is the argument that you need to win the listing, right? It's all about defining the argument. I can define the argument as a large team being valuable to the consumer. Obviously, the opposite argument would be, if I'm an individual, I can have the true care and concern for you and your family. You will call me directly. You will not be passed off to a gazillion people. All right, now let me flip over to the team. Division of labor is extremely important for you, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, because you don't want me running around putting a yard sign in the ground. You want me negotiating this contract. That's what I'm trained in, and that's what I should be doing. Boom, right? I'm not even saying which one's correct. I'm just saying your video can express the points of your listing presentation so you can win the right to get to the kitchen table. More content. Number 7 is city speed ramp tours. Number 7, city, and I use the word speed ramp, and I'm going to explain what that is. City speed ramp tour. This is different than number 3, a lifestyle video, because now you're simply showing a portion of the city for entertainment's sake. You're trying to have fun and entertain and educate in some way. And speed ramping is simply the ability to fast forward. So if you're on a mountain bike and you ride through downtown, put a GoPro or put your own camera, just have an attachment, right? And then go through there and then put it into YouTube. There's all kinds of free editing software. You put an iMovie and then simply speed ramp it, put some fun music behind it, post that out there. You could do it on a golf course through all 18 holes. You could do it on a boat going from point A to point B. We have a place called Put-in Bay. How fun would it be to be on a boat and go from, Port Clinton up to Catawba, there's some people laughing their butts off right now if they're watching, because anyway, yeah, don't look at a map, anyone, because that was totally wrong. I'm sorry, you leave Catawba and you go to Put-in Bay, all right, or Kelly's Island and back, right? The speed ramp, there's something entertainment there. Again, I'm trying to give you some ideas. I want you to not judge my idea, but say, how can this apply to my world? You could take one of those scooters, go through downtown Cleveland, put it on a speed ramp. As long as you live, it's going to be an awesome video. Again, sorry for the Cleveland self. Anyway, all right. So number 8, social events. Social events. If it doesn't happen on social media, it never happened. If it doesn't happen on social media, it never happened. So if you have a charity bowling event and you didn't put any video, or you didn't put that content out on a YouTube channel or on an Instagram, and you're just telling people about it, or even if it's just a 2D photo of look what I did on Canva and you've created that, it's not as powerful as a video with the music. And the pro tip here is, and let me give you some other examples, because I think people struggle with this one. A social event can be a client appreciation party. It can be a team party. It can be a vendor happy hour. What realtor hasn't been to a vendor happy hour in the last 2 months, right? Right. Why are we not making videos of this and showing that we're networking, right? And clients want to know that you're in the business working. They want to know that you're being charitable. They want to know all the things you're doing. But if you don't create a video on it, they're not going to be interested or entertained. They want to see that little triangle, the little play button, and they want to click it. Right. And now in our marketing mastery course, we're going to tell you how to keep them engaged and watch longer than 3 seconds. Right. But one of the tips, of course, is having people in the video. Have music that matches your brand and the goal of the video. Every video you do, you should know exactly what your real goal is. We do a team party every year. And at that team party, one of the videos we did, we spent a good amount on it. We had an ice sculpture. It was a formal attire. It was very sophisticated and very fun. We put amazing music. Our number one goal and our creative, I was like basically the creative director. And the goal for my production team was, I want anyone that's not on our team to have FOMO, fear of missing out. I want people to go, I wish I was on that team when they're done watching this video. I knew exactly what I was trying to do. And I do believe that the video accomplished the goal. So understand what your goal is. But there's a team party, vendor happy hour, the office charity event. It could be the National Association of Realtors has a charity organization. You have things and you have opportunities to video. You could, if you're not at the event, you could video the importance of it. It's a Homes for Kids or hunger drive or what have you. Do videos on that and then say to donate, click down below. But the video is what's key here. And again, I'm trying to give you content. And then number 9, we've got 2 more and I'm right on time. So do not worry. I'm hitting my time. I don't know if you know this, Justin, but I've actually been known to be quite wordy. I talk a lot. It's a thing. I know you don't believe it. It's unusual. I'm also not 27. 2 things that no one believes. All right. Number 9, how-to videos. YouTube was essentially driven and born by searches starting with how do I fix, how to do something. How-to videos. So you can create how-to videos. So here's some examples. How to buy and sell real estate for a profit. How to increase value in my home before I sell. How do you even buy a home? How to find a great deal in Cleveland. How to start an Airbnb. Do you get where I'm going with this? It's a little bit different than, well, actually that's not different. It actually falls into one of the 6 categories, right? We're answering their questions, the how-to videos, but be proactive. By the way, when you create these videos, you're actually improving your algorithms and your search capability through organic search. Also in Marketing Mastery, we talk about both paid search and organic search. How do we get to the top in Google's golden triangle, right? How are we the realtor that's always found? Doesn't it drive you nuts when you go and search your own community and 4 realtors are ahead of you? Like, where are you and why are you not there? You got to learn those tricks. You've got to survive. You've got to be the ones. If they don't find your storefront, they can't even walk in and look at the product and decide if they want to buy it or not, right? So they got to be able to find you. And that's where we talk about that. So the very last one, and this one's kind of fun. It's a head turner video. Catch everyone off guard after you've done other content. Catch everyone off guard and break the cadence with complete entertainment. Use this video to express who you are and the likability of your brand. So for example, Let people, and the whole concept is letting people connect with who you are. Let them connect with you. That's where Landlord Greg came from. It's allowing people to actually connect with who I am, not who I propose to be as a realtor coach, right? They want to know who I really am. I'm a guy who wears a black hoodie, jeans, and fixes toilets, and I drive a 20-year-old Astro minivan. That's actually who I am. I would be inappropriate, and it would be out of Glover U brand. Jeff would lose his mind, as Justin can attest to, if I was sitting here in a black hoodie right now. So because it's out of brand. But a head turner video can be anything from a video of you playing volleyball, a fishing trip, video you on the fishing trip, a dunk tank replay at a local school, workout video at the gym. I know Justin's been working out. Why do I know that? Because he started a journey and he's invited me along, right? Because he has video of that. If it was just pictures, I would be less engaged. The video actually brings him to life. It's free. I mean, years ago, I'm trying not to be old man Greg. I really don't want to be hashtag old man Greg. I'm not even going to say what I was going to say, but years ago it was different. All right. So workout, but driving school, like if you guys have ever been to driving school, or if you're, everybody has something, a dog park with your mutt. So you're like, but Greg, I don't do any of those things. If you take your dog to a dog park, video it, and you're going to engage. If people don't like dogs, they're not going to not work with you. But if they do like dogs, all of a sudden you become their favorite realtor because they too have a black lab, and black lab owners know that we're of the same. Like of course it's the greatest dog, right? So anyway, I'm being biased there. Hot air balloon ride, camping trip, absolutely nothing to do with selling homes, just a well-crafted video for them to enjoy you, right? So that is 10 content crushers that Glover U has come up with. Those 10, if you've written those down, I want you to brainstorm. I don't want you to get too far from this webinar right now. I don't want you to don't get away without writing down some great ideas for yourself. And number 7, I just got a question. So I'm going to go through this one more time. If you don't mind, I'm just going to read the titles. Number 1, answer the most common question you're being asked. Number 2, a bio video. Number 3, lifestyle videos. Number 4, home realtor tours. Number 5, testimonials. Number 6, listing presentation points. Number 7, city speed ramp tour. Number 8, social events. Number 9, how-to videos. And number 10, a head turner video. Look at that, I'm right on time.
Wow. Greg, I mean, I literally took tons of notes here, and I'm so excited, Greg. That was absolutely phenomenal. Guys, if you just received something really, really good, if you learned something today, drop a 777 in the chat for me right now. Some of you guys are already doing it because you know that I use that. Drop a 777. Guys, this is next level stuff here. And Greg, I'm super excited because I know that I'm moving more into, this side of my own business, right? Marketing, branding, video. It's where we are today, guys. And for those of you that are not doing this yet, it is time, right? It is time. This is where we are, and this is the future, guys. So super important. Greg, absolutely incredible content. I know everybody that has gone through your course has ranted and raved about how it's helped their business go to the next level. I know I'm going to be in your next class. What can those that are watching right now, let's say those that are interested right now in marketing mastery? I mean, you just touched on a ton of stuff, and I know that's like a little smidget of what you teach in your class. Can you just give an overview of what you teach in marketing mastery?
Yes, so Marketing Mastery, it's a 16-week course, and anybody that's been in my course already knows that it has, I'm always jamming through heavy content. There's 16 one-hour courses, and there's just so much to cover. Right there was just kind of a taste of content. I feel like to practice what I preach, I wanted to answer the questions that I get most often, and that was one of those questions. But it all starts with, it goes back to the broadcasting. Right now, I think a lot of people say, well, I'm going to do marketing, and they just throw stuff out there. They make Canva pieces. They don't know who they're sending them to. They don't know what social channel they're on or why, and it all starts with a strong foundation. Every company, every Fortune 500 company knows exactly what their brand is. So we start the course with identifying who are you? And let's find out who you are. What is your brand about? What is your brand? What makes you unique? What's your mission statement? What are you out? Because the more honest you are with yourself, if you try to be somebody else, it'll never work. If you try to mimic somebody else's brand, it's not going to work. So being genuine to who you are. So we help you develop that. And then from that, you can start to pick out the colors and the fonts. Fortune 500 companies overwhelmingly use the color blue because it's trust. It's a trusting color. It's a competency color. There's a lot of psych ops that we talk about throughout all of this. Nothing is done by chance, right? FedEx has the vacant space. I think everybody knows this, but if you look at FedEx, the vacant space in there is an arrow pointing forward. Wendy's, the Wendy's, it spells mom, right? In their logo. That is not by chance. Everything is purposeful when we look at the best of the best, which are the Fortune 500 companies, right? So and then leaning into that. So now we've got our brand, we implement our brand, and we talk about not just video. We're talking about algorithms. We're talking about social media. We're talking about keyword spy, how to spy on your competitors and figure out what they're doing so that you can take those keywords and win in that space. If you want to be like realtor and Legacy Point or downtown Cleveland realtor, how do we win that war, that organic search engine optimization war? We go through the 5-star testimonial program. We create the video. More importantly, now that you guys have content, where do you put it? Right? Is it just YouTube? Can you create? We have these video books that you could actually open these up, and once you have the content, you can now start to create this. And this can, any video you want can now go on this book, right? And in this book, you can leave this, it's called a video brochure. We go through that. We go through really creative techniques that has helped our team win in the mastery, the marketing game. We've been doing it for years. And now, just like Jeff, we want to kind of give that out to you guys and allow you guys to become marketing masteries. We have people in our course that it doesn't have to be the rainmaker. It could be your marketing person. It could be just somebody on your team that's like heavy into the internet and understands the importance of brand development. If you have people that just absolutely on your team disdain prospecting and they don't have a great personality, they need to be in my course. You got to do something to win the business. And if you're not going to pick up that 10,000 pound phone and you're not going to go to Justin's course, you need to have a strategy, and a marketing-based strategy is one that's really helped out a lot of realtors. And that's why I wanted to bring it to Glover U, just this whole category of marketing. And I can do that through Marketing Mastery.
And guys, here's what's amazing, right? Greg went really, really super deep today. The awesome thing about Marketing Mastery is you could be a beginner. You could be sitting there right now like, I have no clue where to start. Guys, for 16 weeks, imagine Greg holding your hand, walking you through how to start, how to create a plan. And in 16 weeks, you're off and running and your business is going to the next level. Guys, I'm super excited about getting into his course. And if you're interested in learning more about Marketing Mastery, do me a favor, go ahead and pull out your cell phone again, and you can text the word marketing to 55444. Text the word marketing to 55444. And here's what I'll say, guys. There was a statistic. If you were on my my webinar a few weeks ago, I shared this, and this is something very serious for you guys to understand. Is there was an article that came out about a month and a half ago that said that in the next 12 months, 25 to 30% of agents won't even be in the business anymore. They won't even be in the business anymore. Why? Because they don't have a plan. Why? Because they're not being proactive. Why? Because they're not following a proven system. Guys, Greg has a proven system, and it's available to you here through Marketing Mastery, which all of our courses are going to be starting at the end of August. Okay. And so again, if you're interested in not being one of the 25 to 30% that are out of the business, but again, not to just survive, but thrive, text the word marketing to 55444, and you can join me and Greg and many others in this course. And so Greg, super excited to have learned so much today. And thank you so much, guys. For those of you guys who, again, are new or you've been following us, we have a very special event that's coming up next month. It's called the Glover U Retreat. It's a retreat that we do every year. And this year it's August 15th through the 18th. So it's a 3.5-day event. And we're going to be spending some incredible days together. If you've never been to one of our events, we're going to have panels. We're going to have keynotes. We're going to have breakouts, 3.5 days of content where we can go super deep on really having a listing-based business, guys. We know that right now, listings, right, have been very scarce. We know there's some things changing, but this retreat, guys, we're going to go super deep and we're going to really focus on how you can build a listing-based business and take more listings. And so again, this August 15th, 16th, 17th, and 18th, we're going to have the Glover U Retreat in Traverse City, Michigan. Okay, for those of you guys that are not from Michigan, we're the only state, Greg, sorry, you guys can't do this in Ohio. This is where it's at. It's like right up here, okay? It's right up here, Traverse City, Michigan, at the Grand Traverse Resort. And guys, we still have some tickets. We actually have a special discount code in the workbook that you have. So if you don't have the copy, team, if you guys can go ahead and put the workbook again in the chat, you can copy and paste it in there for those that maybe came in late that didn't get it. You'll have access to a special discount code that we give during our half-day sessions. And guys, I'm telling you right now, you want to be at this event. We'll have breakouts. I believe Greg will be doing a breakout on marketing mastery. I know I'll be doing a breakout regarding prospecting. We don't just do content. It's not all business. We have a lot of fun as well. We have 2 events that we do after the first night, and then we have a VIP event the second night. We do all types of stuff. You come up early, you can golf. There's winery tastings. There's all sorts of stuff, guys. This event is game changing. It's absolutely incredible. And I'm telling you right now, Greg talked about FOMO. You do not want to miss this event, guys. If you're ready to take your business to the next level, if you're ready to finish 2022 strong and you want to make 2023 the best year, well, guys, I'm telling you right now, this event will help you get there. And I think we've actually prepared a video for you. Take a look. This is what's going to happen here at the Glover U Retreat in, oh, there it is. We got $100 savings today. So if you sign up today, you'll be able to get $100 savings off the ticket. Guys, do we have a video to play? I think we have a special promo video for you. Let me see here. I'm looking at my notes. I believe we have it. If we have it, let's cue the video up. Okay, I want to share this special video with you guys because a lot of times we get questions like, what actually happens, right? What actually happens at the Glover U Retreat? Greg, you've obviously been coming to the retreat now for many, many years. You're going to be going deeper, right, on the content, right?
100%. Yeah, deeper on the content. And most importantly, if you're not networking with other empire builders, you're missing an opportunity. It will pay for itself when you meet that one relationship that teaches you that one thing or sends you that one referral. If you're not out there networking and if you're not growing relationships with other realtors, you may fall into that 20-30% that won't be here.
Absolutely. We got the video. Go ahead and cue the video, guys. This is what you'll experience next month at the Glover U Retreat.
What started as an event exclusively for our team has since been open to the public. Why would I do this? The answer is simple. My passion for training and coaching others to accomplish what we've accomplished has exceeded all other passions in my life.
I absolutely love everything that they stand on, everything that they represent. Jeff and his team do everything in excellence. I've been to many conferences throughout my 12-year career, and this is one of the best I've ever attended.
I'm in this room, and I'm wondering, all right, why should I pay attention to what this guy has to say? Or why should I pay attention to what's going on here on the stage? And that's for one reason and one reason only, because I'm on the ground with you.
Not only are they coaching it, but these guys are doing it.
Top amazing agents around the United States come together and can learn from some of the best people that Jeff has on stage.
If we can put on an unreal experience, meaning an experience so amazing it's almost unbelievable, well then people will continue to come back, so therefore we can pour into them to live their most unreal lives. You're going to know exactly what you need to do, or you're already going to have acquired the skills necessary to make 2022 your best year ever.
There's a reason why we're the fastest growing training and coaching company on the planet.
It's all about not reinventing the wheel. It's finding those certain things that work with your process and being true to yourself and putting those into play and helping as many clients as you want. And Glover U gets me back on track with that.
I loved the featured speakers that they brought on. The content was so incredibly relevant to what we're dealing with today as real estate professionals. And I recommend to anybody, if you're looking to get into an organization, a coaching program that really touches on what is going to get you to the next level with what you're competing with today, then this is definitely where you need to be.
Guys, I don't know about you, but every time I watch that video, I get fired up and excited. We've created something absolutely incredible here at Glover U. We want you to be a part of our community. And guys, we want to see your business go to the next level. Jeff himself, now this right here alone, I know Greg would agree, this right here alone is going to be worth coming. Jeff is going to be doing a live listing presentation on stage on where things are today. He did one in 2019, but there are things changing in the market. So Jeff's going to be doing a live listing presentation next month at the retreat, August 15th through 18th. You'll want to be there for that. And again, today you have $100 discount code for those of you guys that are here. Make sure that you guys sign up. I know there's still some tickets left. I know there's still some hotel rooms left. We want you to be here. And guys, we super appreciate you guys showing up today, guys. If Greg did a great job today, again, drop a 777 in the chat. Thank you so much, Greg. Best real estate marketing strategies for 2022, guys. We'll have the recording out soon. This is definitely one that you'll want to go back and watch and rewatch just in case you missed some notes. And guys, next Tuesday, we'll have our next Summer Sizzling webinar series. We still have 3 more left. You don't want to miss them. Thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll see you in Traverse City, or we'll see you in Greg's program, Marketing Mastery. God bless you guys. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you on the next one.